just hate getting stuck on the side of the road with a dead battery or a flat tire. Let's get into that. What's up, guys? I'm Schmando, back here with another video. Today we're going over the top things that I carry with me on the daily, especially when riding a motorcycle. So let's get into it. Number one, I always carry this dry bag with me. This is what holds all my gear. Anything that I need, I'm able to take it and throw it on my back. The bag is from a brand called iDry. I can throw it up on the screen then, but basically it's a real simple waterproof bag. Keeps the rain off your gear. Anything you gotta throw in there, it'll hold it. Super simple, one pouch. Not really much more to say about it. Inside the bag, the first, probably number one thing that I would say to carry in either a motorcycle or even in your car, this is crucial, is a jumper pack. So, real quick, this is a jumper pack and tire inflator combo. And the cool thing is, it's from a brand called Gulu. It was pretty cheap, but I actually just got to use it with one of my buddy's cars. He had a dead battery, and we jumped his Civic, so we tested it out. It works. It's pretty sick. This thing, not too crazy heavy, probably like 5 pounds, somewhere around there. And it's one of the heavier things in my bag, but it's crucial, man. Anytime that you have a dead battery, you need to give your bike a jump, you're there. It has the jumper cables with it. Anytime that you have a flat tire, you're there. Fill it up, you're ready. So it's crucial. Keep one of those on you at all times. The second thing that I would say to carry in your bag on the daily is a roll-up toolkit. So this, in reality, is probably the heaviest thing in my bag. I got it from a company called Stockton Tool Company, on like Revzilla or Cycle Gear, any of those parts stores. But the cool thing is, they have a mix and match of different like parts in this bag. Anywhere from actually I could read it real quick, some of them. But there's 6 combination wrenches from 8mm up to 17mm. And I got the metric set because the bike is metric that I have. It's a Japanese bike. But basically there's metric wrenches in there, ball and end Allen key sets, Torx key sets, adjustable wrenches, sockets, spark plug sockets even, some screwdrivers, stuff even down to like pliers, tire gauges, safety wire, all kinds of stuff in there. Now, the cool thing is the whole thing just slides out like that and rolls up. And I'm definitely not sponsored by them, but if you're trying to sponsor, reach out. The biggest thing that I would say to do with this is use all your gear. Test it out, switch it out for things that you might have that might be more reliable, and definitely learn how to use your tool set. I've already used this to change stuff like my master cylinder, bleeding brakes, and I've used it for little maintenance stuff, odds and ends like that. I've upgraded like some of the wrenches and stuff like that with stuff that I know I need and that would work better. But it's a really handy thing to have on you. I've been in other people's cars where they didn't have any tools and we had to borrow tools from someone else. It comes in clutch. So definitely be carrying a little tool set on you. Use it. Practice with it. The third thing that I would say to carry in your bag is tire maintenance stuff. So, call me crazy, but I actually have a couple tire irons in my bag. because mine is not like a pluggable tire, I have a tube tire. It makes things more complicated. Thank God I've never had to do a tire change on my bike because that would be a pain in the butt. You can't just like pop a plug in there. A lot of times your tube will be punctured too. So you'll have to rip that tire off, replace the tube, and put it back on. Pain in the butt, but in a pinch, I should be able to do it with, tire irons. Have the tire irons here, and then, again, call me crazy, but I actually do have some spare tubes in my bag. They don't weigh that much, and it's crucial to keep your bike moving, right? So, yeah, front and back tubes. Getting closer to the end here, some like more minor stuff, but I would definitely say it's important. Carry a work light on you, right? I have a Workhorse light in here. It was like a cheaper, it's almost like an O-light knockoff, but the thing's great, man. Does a great job. So carry a good light on you, separate from your phone. If your phone dies and you still need to see stuff at night, if you got to set something up, you can set the flashlight down and work on your bike at night in a pinch, The next thing that I would say to put on the list for things that would be extremely useful, if you're doing a lot of like touring, and especially in areas that you're not very familiar with, once in a while you're going to be making stops, right? And if you're not checking your phone, a handy thing to carry on you would be some waterproof maps. So what I have here is 2 different Pennsylvania maps. One is the state map, and the other is for Pine Creek, Grand Canyon area. I've done more riding up around that area, so I could see a lot of the trails and stuff like that. I definitely do more road riding, but it is really cool to see which trails I can be on and what's like restricted for foot use versus, let's say, like, service trails versus anything else like that. It's all labeled in these maps, so it's really cool. These are called Purple Lizard maps, so check them out. Pretty neat. I don't have it in here right now, but the last thing that I would say to carry with you, depending on the weather and everything, is carry an extra set of clothes. You never know when it's going to be raining or anything like that. You never know when it's going to be cold. You might try to account for wind chill, and sometimes it just gets to you. Keep an extra, thermal layer or something in your bag. It'll be super helpful for you in a time when it's like colder weather. But yeah, guys, simple as that. Stay prepped, stay prepared, be ready. This is what I carry in my bag. Now go get out there, and God bless. Peace.